Hi everyone, and welcome back to Author Nation. I'm here with Paige Allen and Deon from IngramSpark. So thank you for joining me on the show.
Thank you for having us, Teddy.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
How have you found the show so far?
It's been a good experience. We've had a lot of people that came to our booth. We've had a lot of foot traffic. People have been just very interested in kind of making their books wide or kind of starting a new experience with us.
Yeah. So obviously a lot of people know what IngramSpark is, but just give us a bit of a background to why you've come to the show and what IngramSpark does.
Yeah, so this is my first time to the show,
Yep.
but the team has been here before when it was 20 books to 50K.
Yep.
But we've met both Sue and Joe, and they're doing a great job in regards to the rebrand. But IngramSpark is a self-service publishing platform for independent authors that are interested in self-publishing. And IngramSpark specifically is really interested in advocacy, bringing visibility, bringing reach to those voices that are diverse and also underrepresented. So it's a great avenue with the with all the resources that Ingram has as a global business.
Yeah.
It's really great to be able to offer both POD and distribution to independent authors at scale.
Nice.
You want me to go too? Yeah, so with us too, like another big thing about us is like education. So we want to try to make the indie author have almost like a traditional publishing experience. So we want to make sure that we're educating them on not only just having great files, but also how to distribute, how to market their books, and how to build relationships with other industry professionals so that way they can have the best experience and kind of get their books and kind of be titled at the highest level as possible.
Perfect. So what's your two roles at IngramSpark?
So I'm the director. I run the global business.
Right, okay.
Yeah, and I'm a key account sales manager with IngramSpark, so I help authors utilize our platform and kind of help bigger authors kind of have a better, kind of expand their brand bigger with us.
So at the show on Monday, and you've also got a stand throughout the show as well. How's that been? Has it been really busy?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
You've had a stand on Monday and also like throughout the show.
Correct.
Has it been like super busy at the stand?
busy.
Yeah, it's been super busy. Like I said, the first day with the vendor day, we kind of had like just about almost everybody kind of show up to our booth. Then yesterday, she had a presentation, and a lot of people came by. Loved the information that they got from the presentation, and then kind of had some follow-up questions to go from that.
Yeah,
so we've been fairly busy.
So what was your talk about?
So it was titled "Ready to Go Global," and it was harnessing your metadata and book marketing tools.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that IngramSpark gave that sort of level of like data and.
Yeah.
So tell me about the talk. Well, how did it go?
Yeah, so we try and educate on every level. In regards to the overall sort of publishing experience as an independent author, what I like to say is that when you think about publishing as a pie, right, 30% of it is writing. That's only a small part of it.
Yeah.
The other 20% is around editing and design. The rest is publishing and distribution. Yeah. And as a part of that, marketing is really key in regards to your overall publishing and distribution journey. So we talked about marketing from a paid aspect as well as a free aspect. And free is where people tend to overlook, and that's your metadata. And that's how retailers go about really sourcing your book, how they list your book, how they go about curating. And it's from your BISAC to your themas to your overall categories, your audience, your your description for your book. And then, of course, there's tons of paid options that Ingram offers, from Ingram ID to, of course, we offer other services such as our title discovery program. We offer some consultation and also handle your A+ or Amazon advertising as well, in order to get your book and author pages more visible within the Amazon platform as well as other retailers around the world.
So it's literally full stack, because I know that IngramSpark does plug into Amazon like almost seamlessly, doesn't it? It's like you can do pretty much everything you can.
I say Amazon plugs into us. But
right. Yeah, fine. And you mentioned you had some great questions about when you did the talk. So what were some of the best questions that were
mainly
asked?
focused on metadata. So specifically around like what's a BISAC, and BISACs are really categories in which you want to have 3 for each book. It's how we go about really classifying or categorizing a book within the overall.
What does BISAC mean? Is that an acronym?
It's like book industry
standard and communication.
Right.
So essentially, it's basically how retailers and public libraries classify a book for their shelves and for their consumers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Cool. And so, what are the questions about with the BISAC?
Well, just really trying to understand. Oftentimes, people will not put a BISAC in, or they'll just put one in, and you need to put three in. In regards to your BISAC 1, 2, and 3, you typically want to start a little bit more focused and then go general. The example that we gave was around like true crime, where you might have like fiction slash crime slash suspense, right? So that's a little bit more detailed. And then it might go a little bit wider as you work your way from 1 to 3, where the last one would just be fiction slash crime, but it's really important in regards to just how you list your book, how it's really grouped among other books and other products for retailers.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah. And how have you found the show generally? Have you had a chance to go and see any other talks yourself, or have you been working really hard behind the...
Yeah, I would say IngramSpark's a little popular, which we love, especially among the authors, independent authors. But yeah, we've really been stuck behind the stand, but we've had some just really great questions from specifically around our direct selling option, which we call share and sell. It's only available in the US right now, but it removes the wholesale piece, which can be quite costly to authors from the overall transaction. And it allows them an opportunity to really direct sell their book to family, friends, or their reader base, make more money, and not have to worry about the fulfillment of it. So the order comes in, we print it, we ship it directly to the reader or consumer that purchases it. Yeah.
I'd love to chat to you more about that on an episode later on.
Yeah.
Like just a specific like that. Yeah. That sounds really interesting.
Yeah. No, I said an interesting fact in our talk yesterday. So like 86% of authors have their own website. Yeah. Only 30% of the 86 are actually selling from their website. In regards to people's plans for 2025 and 2026, 33% of independent authors are looking to set up their own site and begin direct selling in the future. So when you're looking at opportunity for reach, for increased sales, as well as increased marketing, direct selling is very important to authors.
Yeah, I think it's been a bit of one of the most talked about topics at this conference so far. I think direct sales, because obviously Amazon takes quite a lot of fees. And it's,
yeah. And I mean, it's sort of like Amazon is you can't live with them, but you can't live without them type of thing. They've done, kudos to them in regards to sort of the intrusion that they've made in all of our consumer lives. But in regards to truly book sales, advocacy, in regards to really making more for the author or the publisher, and we really need that in the independent space. There are so many other options, and we're trying to create those within IngramSpark.
Great.
Yeah, I mostly think of it as like focusing on like creating yourself as a business. So why limit yourself on other levers to kind of help you expand? This is just like another vehicle to kind of add a little bit more money into your pockets, as well as reaching a customer base and expanding your brand a little bit more.
Yeah, I think seeing yourself as a business is something that authors don't do enough.
No.
They see themselves more as writers, artists, but if you want to make the money, you've got to try and get yourself
and that's going to be more what my talk will be later on today is kind of utilizing our platform to kind of expand more than just being a writer, but to think of this as actually like a business and you as a brand, to actually understand how to utilize our platform to make sure that you're making the more responsible decisions on how you're going to sell your book, how you're going to market your book, how you're going to position yourself to the market for better sales.
What are some of the most important takeaways from the talk?
So with our talk is going to be mostly around distribution, around what happens when you set different wholesale discounts. What happens if you set your book to be returnable versus non-returnable? What happens if you just throw your book out there and you're just hoping that we're going to help sell your book versus not doing any marketing behind it. So that's kind of more what we're going to be teaching about in our session, is utilizing the metadata to help the metadata help work for you, and then also have your wholesale discount and your returns be a benefit for the retail space.
Oh, amazing. It's a really interesting talk. Sounds like I have to come and watch that one.
Please come through.
Yeah.
What time is your time?
This is at 1:00.
1:00 today, right. Hey, I'll make sure I step by.
Yes.
Obviously, we're in Las Vegas as well. Have you had a chance to let yourself go a bit, go and see some of the Las Vegas-y type things?
Yeah, we went and had a nice dinner yesterday around. We went and traveled through some of the casinos, looking at some of the other hotels, and having a good night at the Pinky Ring, Bruno Mars's little neck lounge night lounge. So like Vegas, like, gives you a nice little feel to kind of have like a nice little chill time as well as try to win some money.
Are you up or down?
I'm even right now.
Nice.
Even right now. So I'm trying to stay that way.
I lost $200 in about half an hour, and then I was like, I'm done now. That's it. Roulette and blackjack.
Hey, I'll tell you, 3-card poker. Get you 3-card poker.
You can't lose.
Scraps
is yours.
Scraps, yeah. Is that the one with the dice? Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah, I have to give that one a go. Yeah. Have you got any more plans for the rest of your trip whilst you're here?
So for the rest of the week, we have Story Wars later on tonight.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
IngramSpark is one of the sponsors for Story Wars. So we're going to be out there hoping that our contestant becomes the grand prize winner, so that way they can get a free trip back to Author Nation next year. We're probably going to go do an event, do something with them after the Story Wars, and then tomorrow we'll be back here for the last final day, and then we'll have some time to kind of look at the rave event on Friday.
Oh, amazing! Busy.
Yeah, we're constantly moving around.
Yeah, great. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the show.
Thank you, Teddy.
It's been great to chat to you, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Publishing Performance podcast. I really hope you found today's episode inspiring. I love chatting to authors, writers, and people in the publishing world. Now, just before we wrap up, let me tell you about Publishing Performance, the #1 platform for authors who want to increase Amazon book sales, but are not really sure where to start. Now, this show is all about helping you to sell more books. And if you're looking to boost your publishing game and to maximize your book's potential on Amazon, then Publishing Performance is designed to help authors just like you to grow your readership and to reach a much wider audience. Now, I know that Amazon ads can be slightly complicated, which is why Publishing Performance is like having a personalized ad account manager to create your ad campaigns, to choose your best keywords, and to make adjustments in real time. Now, if you're investing in ads, you really want to make sure that your investment is being used effectively, and Publishing Performance does just that. It aims to make your budget go further, improve your organic rank, and target keywords more effectively. Just go to publishingperformance.com to get started with Amazon ads for just $1.